The Young and the Restless spoilers shock Thursday's full episodes. Nate's struggle, torn between loyalty and the corruption of Victor. Nate Hastings has always been known for his integrity and strong moral compass, but in the latest twist of his life, he's faced with a situation that challenges everything he believes in. Audra Charles, someone he once trusted, has become embroiled in a power struggle that is tied directly to Victor Newman's manipulative schemes. As much as Nate wants to stay out of the corruption Victor has orchestrated, he can no longer ignore the uncomfortable truth: Audra is being used as a pawn in Victor's dangerous game. Victor's influence, a master of manipulation. Victor Newman is no stranger to using people to achieve his goals. For years, he has played the long game, manipulating others into doing his bidding without them fully realizing the extent of his control. This time, his target is Audra, and he has successfully manipulated her into believing that she can achieve everything she wants by working under his guidance. Victor has expertly planted seeds of ambition and trust, making it hard for Audra to see the darker side of his tactics. Audra, despite Nate's repeated warnings, remains steadfast in her belief that Victor is offering her the opportunity of a lifetime. She believes in his promises and has yet to grasp the true cost of her involvement. Victor's influence is so powerful that she willingly follows his directives, even when they are morally questionable. Nate, who has seen firsthand how destructive Victor can be, is trying to warn Audra. He has repeatedly cautioned her about getting too close to Victor and buying into his false promises. However, Audra remains blind to the manipulation, too focused on what she stands to gain. Nate feels helpless as he watches her get deeper into Victor's web of lies. Audra's mission. A destructive path. Victor's ultimate plan involves using Audra to tear apart the relationship between Kyle and Claire. The mission is clear: Audra must break them up, and she's willing to go to extreme lengths to make that happen. To Victor, the stakes are high, and he believes that the destruction of Kyle and Claire's relationship will serve his long-term goals. But what makes this situation even more troubling for Nate is the fact that Audra has been instructed to use her personal relationship with Kyle to carry out Victor's bidding. Nate, as someone who cares about Audra, is horrified by the extent to which she is willing to go. The lines between personal and professional are becoming dangerously blurred, and Nate knows that if Audra follows through with this, she could lose everything: her integrity, her future, and her self-respect. Nate's frustration reaches a boiling point as he watches Audra become further entangled in Victor's manipulative plans. He knows that what she's doing isn't just wrong, it's going to hurt everyone involved, including herself. The breaking point, Nate's reaction to Victor's text. The final straw comes when Nate sees a text message from Victor to Audra, outlining specific instructions for her to continue with the plan. The contents of the message are deeply unsettling to Nate, and it pushes him to the edge. What Victor is asking of Audra is not just morally wrong, but deeply manipulative and cruel. The more Nate reads, the more he realizes that Victor is using Audra as a tool to achieve his own selfish goals. Nate's anger explodes in a way that none of them expect. He throws his coffee cup, frustration and betrayal boiling over. The tension in the air is palpable, and Audra, sensing Nate's rising fury, doesn't know how to react. She knows that Nate has been trying to warn her, but seeing him this angry makes her realize just how deep she's gotten into Victor's grip. Yet, despite the tension, Audra doesn't know how to break free. She picks up her things in silence and quietly walks away from the confrontation, her thoughts a whirlwind of confusion and doubt. For Nate, the situation is intolerable. He knows that Audra is being used, but he feels powerless to stop her. His loyalty to her and his concern for her well-being have reached a breaking point. He can't stand by and watch her destroy herself for Victor's schemes, but he also doesn't know how to reach her when she's so deeply entrenched in the toxic web Victor has spun around her. The fallout: what's next for Audra and Nate? As Audra walks away from the tense exchange, the future of her relationship with Nate remains uncertain. Will she eventually see the truth of what Victor is doing to her? Will she break free from his control, or is she too far gone to see the manipulation for what it is? For Nate, the next steps are equally unclear. He can no longer stand idly by as Audra spirals into a situation that threatens to destroy everything she's worked for. But will he be able to get through to her before it's too late, or will his efforts push her further into Victor's grasp? As the tension continues to build, the question remains, will Audra make the right choice, or will she continue down a dangerous path that could cost her everything? And as for Nate, how long will he continue to fight for someone who might not be able to see the truth? A future full of uncertainty. The power struggle in Genoa City is only intensifying, and with Victor at the center of it all, there's no telling who will come out on top. Audra's involvement in Victor's plans is only one piece of the puzzle, but her choices will have ripple effects that could change the lives of everyone involved. As the drama continues to unfold, the stakes are higher than ever. With Nate caught between his loyalty to Audra and his moral compass, and with Audra struggling to find a way out of Victor's influence, the tension in their relationship is bound to escalate. Will Nate's intervention be enough to save her, or will she continue down a path of destruction? Only time will tell in this high-stakes drama that threatens to tear apart both personal and professional lives in Genoa City. This expanded version dives deeper into the emotional conflict and tension between Nate and Audra, exploring the manipulation of Victor and the personal stakes involved. It highlights Nate's inner struggle, Audra's growing doubts, and the broader implications of their actions. Let me know if you'd like further adjustments or additions. Victor's manipulative test, a new challenge for Chelsea and Adam. Victor Newman is no stranger to manipulation, and this time, he's setting the stage for another intricate power play that will test the loyalty of his newest ally, Chelsea Lawson. Right from the start, Victor complicates things by making a request that seems to carry hidden motives, a request that Chelsea can't help but question. In true Victor fashion, he doesn't waste any time. He's been known to test the loyalty of those around him, and Chelsea, now in a key role at Newman Media, is the next target. The timing of the request seems intentional, designed to put Chelsea in a position where she must choose between her personal values and her professional ambitions. Chelsea, no stranger to Victor's tactics, immediately feels that something isn't quite right. Chelsea's growing doubts, a test of loyalty. As Chelsea becomes more attuned to Victor's behavior, she can't shake the feeling that she's being pushed into a corner. She's worked hard to rebuild her career and reputation, but now, with Victor's latest demands, she's beginning to wonder whether he's testing her loyalty. The request he's made seems more like a manipulation than a genuine opportunity, and Chelsea is left wondering if she's being asked to compromise her morals for the sake of success at Newman Media. When Chelsea raises her concerns with Adam, she's looking for reassurance. Is Victor truly testing her loyalty, or is she just being paranoid? Adam, understanding the dynamics of his father's tactics all too well, admits that it's a real possibility. He knows how Victor operates. Always calculating, always pushing those around him to see where their true allegiances lie. You're probably right, Adam acknowledges. Victor doesn't let anyone in without testing them first. He wants to see how far you're willing to go for the family, and for him. This admission only heightens Chelsea's anxiety. She's no stranger to the games Victor plays, but she was hoping this time would be different. As she considers the implications of what Victor's request might mean, Chelsea begins to doubt whether this career opportunity is worth the potential cost to her integrity. Adam's reassurance, a mixed promise. Despite the doubts that are creeping into Chelsea's mind, Adam continues to offer her reassurance. He insists that working with Victor doesn't have to be all about manipulation and compromise. Combining business with pleasure can be good for both of us, Adam tells Chelsea, trying to convince her that their partnership is more than just a way to advance Victor's agenda. He promises that he'll take care of Victor, handling the more dangerous aspects of their collaboration while Chelsea can focus on the more practical side of things at Newman Media. Adam's words are meant to ease her worries, but they don't completely erase the doubt in Chelsea's mind. Is it truly possible to work alongside Victor without losing herself in the process? Adam's promises are comforting, but Chelsea can't shake the feeling that things might not be as simple as he makes them seem. As much as she wants to believe in their partnership, the reality of working with someone as powerful and manipulative as Victor creates a level of uncertainty that's hard to ignore. The impending challenge, a confrontation with Billy Abbott? It doesn't take long for Chelsea to realize that Victor's request might be more than just a test of loyalty. It could be the beginning of a larger power struggle within the company. There's talk of a possible strategic move against Billy Abbott, and Chelsea starts to wonder if Victor is positioning her to take part in a campaign to undermine him. The idea of being involved in something that targets Billy, someone she's had a complicated history with, doesn't sit well with Chelsea. She's worked hard to rebuild her career, but getting involved in a personal vendetta against Billy Abbott feels wrong. The tension between her professional ambitions and personal morals is growing, and she realizes that if she agrees to Victor's request, she might be giving up something far more important than just a job, her integrity. As Chelsea contemplates the possibility of aligning with Victor against Billy, she knows that this could be the beginning of a dangerous game. If she chooses to comply with Victor's wishes, she might destroy her relationship with Billy for good, further complicating her already fraught connection with Adam. If she refuses, she risks losing everything she's worked for at Newman Media. What will Chelsea decide? As the pressure builds, Chelsea finds herself at a crossroads. Will she be able to navigate Victor's manipulations and stay true to her values? Or will she bend to his will in order to secure her place at Newman Media? The consequences of her decision will reverberate far beyond the walls of the office. If she sides with Victor, she may lose her moral compass and risk her relationships with Adam and Billy. But if she resists, she could find herself ostracized from the Newman empire, losing the career she's fought so hard to rebuild. As the stakes continue to rise, Chelsea must make a decision that could determine the course of her future. And possibly the future of her relationships with the people she cares about most. The next few episodes will undoubtedly reveal the true cost of working with Victor, and whether Chelsea will remain true to herself or give in to the allure of power. This expanded version delves deeper into Chelsea's moral dilemma, her relationship with Adam, and the stakes involved in working with Victor. It highlights the emotional and ethical tensions Chelsea faces, as well as the potential consequences of her decision. Let me know if you'd like further revisions or additional details.